Observational learning, a powerful tool. We learn every day. We learn new skills, new information, and new ways of behaving. One powerful way we learn is by watching others. This is called observational learning. Observational learning is a fundamental part of our social development. We watch others and learn from their actions, their successes, and their mistakes. Observational learning is a powerful tool for personal growth and development. By observing others, we can gain valuable insights, acquire new skills, and expand our knowledge base. Whether we are consciously aware of it or not, observational learning shapes our behaviors, our beliefs, and our understanding of the world around us. This form of learning is not limited to childhood. It continues throughout our lives. From mastering intricate dance moves to navigating complex social situations, observational learning plays a vital role in our ongoing adaptation and evolution. It allows us to bypass the trial and error process, accelerating our learning curve and enhancing our ability to thrive in an ever-changing environment. Whether we are observing experts in a particular field or simply watching how our friends and family members interact with the world, observational learning provides a rich tapestry of knowledge and insights, empowering us to navigate life's complexities with greater confidence and competence. Attention is the first stage of observational learning. To learn by observation, we must pay attention to the behavior of others. We need to focus on what they are doing and how they are doing it. The more attentive we are, the more likely we are to learn from the experience. Attention is not a passive process. It requires active engagement and focus. Factors such as the distinctiveness, complexity, and relevance of the observed behavior influence our attention levels. For example, a child watching a chef decorate a cake will be more attentive if the chef uses vibrant colors, intricate designs, and tools that are new to the child. The novelty and complexity of the task capture the child's attention, increasing the likelihood of learning. Similarly, a teenager observing a skilled skateboarder perform impressive tricks will pay close attention to the skateboarder's movements, balance, and timing. The teenager's interest in skateboarding and the perceived coolness of the tricks make the observed behavior relevant and engaging, enhancing attention and facilitating learning. Retention is the second stage of observational learning. After we have paid attention to a behavior, we need to remember it. We store what we have observed in our memory, creating a mental representation of the behavior. Retention is essential because it allows us to recall the observed behavior later, even when the model is no longer present. We use our cognitive abilities to encode, store, and retrieve information about the behavior, forming lasting memories that we can access when needed. For instance, a student watching a teacher solve a complex math problem will try to remember the steps and strategies used by the teacher. By mentally rehearsing the process and taking notes, the student enhances retention, making it easier to recall the solution when faced with a similar problem in the future. Likewise, a novice musician observing a guitar virtuoso perform a captivating solo will make an effort to remember the finger placements, strumming patterns, and musical nuances. By practicing the techniques and listening to recordings of the performance, the musician strengthens retention, allowing for future replication of the observed skills. Reproduction is the third stage of observational learning. This is where we try to reproduce the behavior that we have observed and retained. We translate our mental representation of the behavior into actual actions, attempting to mimic what we have seen. Reproduction involves the physical and cognitive skills necessary to perform the behavior. It requires practice, feedback, and refinement to achieve proficiency. For example, a young girl watching her mother apply makeup will later attempt to replicate the same techniques on her own face. She will use the makeup tools, follow the same steps, and try to achieve a similar look. Through repeated practice and adjustments based on the observed model, she will gradually improve her makeup application skills. Similarly, an aspiring athlete watching a professional basketball player execute a slam dunk will try to reproduce the same move on the court. The athlete will practice the jump, the arm movements, and the coordination required to perform the dunk. With consistent effort and feedback from coaches or peers, the athlete will eventually master the observed skill. Section 5. Stage 4. Motivation, the driving force of learning. Motivation is the fourth stage of observational learning. We are more likely to reproduce a behavior if we are motivated to do so. Motivation can stem from various sources, such as rewards, praise, or the desire to achieve a particular goal. When we see others being rewarded for a behavior, we are more likely to be motivated to learn and reproduce that behavior ourselves. Conversely, if we see others being punished for a behavior, we are less likely to be motivated to learn it. For instance, a salesperson observing a colleague close a major deal and receive a significant bonus will be highly motivated to learn and emulate the colleague's sales techniques. The prospect of financial reward serves as a powerful motivator, driving the salesperson to improve their skills and achieve similar success. Likewise, a student witnessing a classmate receive praise and recognition for their outstanding academic performance will be motivated to strive for similar excellence. The desire for social approval and academic achievement fuels the student's motivation to learn and perform well. Section 6. Reinforcement, strengthening the learning process. Reinforcement plays a crucial role in observational learning by influencing our motivation to reproduce observed behaviors. When we see others being reinforced for a particular behavior, we are more likely to adopt that behavior ourselves. Reinforcement can be positive, involving rewards or praise, or negative, involving the removal of an aversive stimulus. Both types of reinforcement can strengthen the likelihood of repeating the observed behavior. For example, a child who observes their sibling receiving a treat for cleaning their room will be more inclined to clean their own room, anticipating a similar reward. The positive reinforcement of the treat strengthens the child's motivation to engage in the desired behavior. Similarly, a teenager who witnesses a friend being grounded for breaking curfew will be less likely to break curfew themselves, fearing the same negative consequence. The negative reinforcement of the grounding serves as a deterrent, discouraging the teenager from engaging in the prohibited behavior. Section 7. Real-life observational learning examples in action. Observational learning is pervasive in our daily lives. We see it in action in countless scenarios, from learning basic skills in childhood to acquiring complex knowledge in adulthood. Consider a young child learning to ride a bicycle. By observing older siblings or friends successfully navigate the streets on two wheels, the child gains valuable insights into balance, coordination, and steering. Through repeated observation and practice, the child eventually masters the skill, demonstrating the power of observational learning in acquiring physical abilities. Similarly, a novice cook learning to prepare a new dish by watching online tutorials or cooking shows benefits from observational learning. By carefully observing the chef's techniques, ingredient measurements, and cooking times, the novice cook can replicate the recipe and improve their culinary skills. Section 8. The enduring impact of observational learning. Observational learning is an essential part of human learning and development. It allows us to learn from others, acquire new skills, and adapt to new situations. By understanding the stages of observational learning, attention, retention,
Want to rise to your full potential in your studies and revise like a boss? You can trust Study Guide today to have you covered. Subscribe to this channel and see our website linked in the description of this video to see revision articles to maximize your study gains.